All right, welcome back to Excel Academy. Wanted to take time today to go over pivot tables. Pivot tables can be intimidating, but once you understand the logic, it's probably one of the best tools you can ever use in Excel. It will save you hours, if not days, of time in analysis and formatting, and frankly, it's just one of the most powerful aspects of Excel. So before we jump into that, just quickly make sure that you like and subscribe to the page. I'll be posting more videos about pivot tables, other topics, basically how to save time in Excel. So if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe and follow along. So pivot tables are pretty straightforward. I'm using this in Google Sheets. So to start a pivot table, you're actually going to use the Data tab, but in Microsoft Excel, you would have a tab here that says Insert. Logic's still the same, the process is still basically the same. So from here you go pivot table. It's going to ask you what's the range of data, right? Excel is always looking for context with your data. It's going to automatically highlight everything in this sheet. And it's going to ask you where you want to place it. In this case, and in most cases, it will be a new tab. So you just click create, and then as you can see, it opens a new pivot table. You can see I was working on another one earlier here. And now here's where the logic comes in. Our example is going to be based on looking at which country is selling how many goods and then breaking it down by year for the data we have available. This is a sample sheet, so it's 2013, 2014, so slightly older if you're watching this in 2020. But again, logic carries through. So in the rows, we're going to add countries for this fake company, so we can see everything that's happening across the whole business at a high level. The next thing we need to tell our spreadsheet is what are we measuring against? So in this case, we're going to look at units sold for each country. Oh wait, that doesn't actually work. So here's what we should do here. We're going to look at the units sold, and that's going to go in values as opposed to columns. Why? Because we're using numbers here. So that's generally going to translate better in the value section. But what we do want to do is add the years here so we can give a breakdown. Now your boss might come to you and say, hey, we want to look at the regional view, the quarterly view of this, or the monthly view. Whatever that looks like, you can add this here in the columns, the time period. And you can see you have a pretty clean chart. I'm just going to clean it up quickly. You'll notice here that there's 0.5 at the end. I want all the units to look the same. Just a quick trick here. You can increase your decimal points by going this way, decrease them by this way. So now it's rounding everything up to the next whole number. Now you could go back and do the whole process again of making another pivot table. In this case, we can just copy the table, paste it. You see there's the exact same data there. You see the exact same data is here. And what we're going to do is change the values from the sum function here to look at, let's see, total sales by year. And you can see that just drops in. All the other fields are exactly the same. But what's different is, of course, that total sales is going to appear at a dollar amount. So we'll convert that up here. So if you're in Excel, you'll have a dollar sign, comma sign if you just want to use what they call the accounting function. Since we're using currency, this is all going to get converted to dollars here. And you can see it quickly switches over. Now for formatting, I'll probably just make this a little bit tighter. It's a little bit easier to read. And then you can see that that year they sold 1,125,806 units, and that led to over $118 million in total sales. So again, that's just a quick top line view, overview of how to do a pivot table in Excel. If you're working on your sheets, you obviously want to title everything that you make as a V1, V2, etc. So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Like and subscribe, like I said, to the channel so you can see upcoming updates. We'll be posting more in 2021. And if you have any particular topics that are interesting to you, feel free to just leave a comment or send me a message. So take care, enjoy this nice tool, and there'll be more tutorials for pivot tables and other parts of Excel. So feel free to keep tuning back in. Thanks.